Alright, hopefully this only takes one try. We're going to read chapter 22, and we will not read today. We will not read chapter 21 today. I'm going to how we say it like right now. We will not read that. So yeah. Yeah. Hopefully this doesn't mess up the audio. Get out of the way, Fox. Alright.
22, 34 verses.
I'm gonna flip to
Last time we had one of these
22.
It's like 10 minutes. Okay. Anyways,
Let me see.
let's get started. The Lord
Maybe that's
visited
good.
Sarah as he had.
I don't know.
The Lord did.
It should be
Sarah
picking up.
as he had
I'm
spoken.
a tiny bit worried
And
about the
Sarah
audio.
convinced
Anyways,
the
let me check
and
this
bare
out.
Abraham
24.
in his old age,
Nice.
and at
Okay.
set time which God had spoken to him. And Abraham called his name
Okay.
of the son
Let's just
that was
read it.
born unto him.
Read it.
Sarah bare him Isaac, and Abraham
There we
circumcised
go.
his son
Alright.
Isaac.
This is more comfortable to me.
8 days
Alright.
old,
3,
as God had
2,
commanded him.
1.
And Abraham
And it came to pass after these things that God did tempt Abraham and said unto him, Abraham.
And Sarah
And
said,
he said,
God hath
Behold,
made me
here I am.
so that
And
all
he said, Take now
that
thy
you
son,
will lack.
thy only son Isaac, whom
She said,
thou lovest,
Who would have
and get thee
said
into the land of
that
Moriah,
Sarah should have
and offer him there
child-
for
children
a
suckling?
burnt
I have
offering upon
him to
one of the
born
mountains
son
which
in his
I
old age.
will tell thee
And
of.
the child grew
And
up
Abraham rose up early in the morning,
and Abraham
and
made a great
sadness his
feast
ass,
the same
and
day
took
that Isaac
2
lynched.
of his
Sarah
young men
saw
with him, and Isaac his son,
Hagar,
and
the
cleaved the wood
which
for a
she
burnt
was
offering,
born unto
and
Abraham.
rose up and went unto the place which God had told him. And in the 3rd day Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw
For the son of this
the
bondman
place all
shall
afar
not
off.
be
And
here,
Abraham said unto
my
his young
son
men,
Isaac.
Bide ye here with the ass, and
The thing
and
was,
I
and the thing
and
was very
I
grievous
and
in Abraham's
the lad
sight
will
because
go
of
yonder
his son. And
and
God
worship,
said unto
and
Abraham,
come
Let it now be
again
grievous
and
in
again
thy
to
sight
you.
because of
And Abraham took
the lad and because of the bondman.
the wood of the burnt
Behold,
offering and
Sarah
laid it up
saith
upon
unto
Isaac
thee,
his son, and he
Hearken
took the
unto my voice.
he
For
took
in
the fire
Isaac
in
shall
his hand,
thy
and
seed be called.
a knife,
And
and
also
they
in the
went
son
both
of the bondman
of them
will
together.
I make
And Isaac
a
spake
nation,
unto
because
Abraham his father, and
because
said,
he is thy
My
seed.
father. And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold, the fire
And Abraham rose up early
and the wood
and took
being
bread
where the
and a
lamb
bottle of water, and
for
gave it to
a burnt
Hagar,
offering. And Abraham
laid
said,
it on her shoulder, and the
My
child,
son, God,
and
my
sent
son,
her away.
God
She departed and
will
wandered in the
provide
wilderness
yourself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went
And the water
up both
was
together.
in the bottle, and she cast her children under one
Oh,
of the
what?
shrubs, and she went and sat down over against him a good way off.
I'm sorry, I had to fix the mic.
Both shot,
And they
for she said,
came to
Let
the
me
place
not
which God had
see
told
the
him.
death of
And Abraham built
the
up
child.
an altar
And she
there,
sat
and
over
laid the wood
over
in the
against him,
altar, and bound
and
Isaac
lifted
his son,
her voice,
and laid
and
him
went. God
on the
hath
altar upon the
heard
wood.
the
And
voice
Abraham
of the lad, and the heavens of
stretched
and
forth
the
his hand,
angel of God
and took a knife
called
to slay
to
his
Hagar
son.
out of
And an
heaven,
angel
saying
came,
to her,
and the angel of the Lord came upon
Hagar, fear
him
not,
out of
for
heaven,
God
and said,
hath heard
Abraham,
the voice
Abraham.
of the lad where
And he
is.
said, Here I am.
Arise,
And he
lift
said,
up
Lay
thy
not thy hand upon the lad,
hand,
neither do
for I will
thou
make
anything upon him.
him a great nation.
For now I
God
know
opened
that
her eyes, and
thou
she saw
fearest
a
God,
well of water,
seeing thou
and she
hast
went,
not
and she filled up
withheld
the bottle
thy
with
son,
water,
thy only son from thee.
and
And
gave it to the
Abraham
lad,
lifted up his eyes,
and gave
looked up,
the
and
lad
behold,
drink it, and
Abraham caught
God
in the
was
with
with the lad,
by
and
his horn.
he grew
And
and grew up
Abraham went and
in the
took the
wilderness,
ram,
and
and
became
offered
an archer,
him up for
and
a
he
burnt
dwelt in the
offering,
wilderness of
in
Haran,
the
and his
bread
mother took
of
his
his
wife
son.
out of the
And
land of Egypt.
Abraham
And it came to pass at the time
called
that
on the name of Jehovah
Jehovah,
Jireh,
the
as
chief
it said to
captain
this day,
of
in the
his
mount of
host,
the Lord, and
spake unto Abraham,
shall
saying,
be seen.
God
And the
is
angel
with
of
thee
the Lord
in all
called upon Abraham out of
thou
heaven the second time,
doest. Now therefore
said,
shew
By
unto me
myself have
by
I
God
sworn,
that thou
saith the
wilt
Lord,
not deal
for because
falsely
thou
with
hast
me,
done this thing,
nor with my
and
son,
hast not
nor with
withheld thy son, thy
my
only
son's
son,
sons, but according to thy
that in blessing I
kindness
will bless thee, and
that I
in multiplying
have done
I will bless thy seed
unto
as the stars of the heaven, and as the
thou
sand
shalt
which
do unto
is
me,
upon the seashore.
and to the
And
land
thy
wherein
seed shall
thou
possess the gate
sojourned.
and sent
And Abraham said, I swear,
of
and
thy
Abraham
enemies,
reproved
and
Abimelech,
in thy seed shall
because the
all
well of
the
water
nations
which Abimelech
of the
served
earth
was
be blessed, because thou
violently taken
hast
away.
obeyed
And
my voice. And Abraham
said,
returned
I wot not
unto his
who have done this
unto
thing.
his young men,
Neither
and
does
rose
it
up and went
that thou
together
tell me,
to
neither yet
Beersheba.
heard I
And
of it.
Abraham
But the
dwelt
day
in Beersheba.
of Abraham
And it came to pass
took
after these
sheep
things
and ox, and gave it
that
unto Abimelech,
it
and both
was told
they
Abraham,
made a
saying,
covenant.
Behold,
And Abraham
now
went, and Abraham said,
she
7
she
lambs and
have
of the flock
also borne
by
children
themselves, and
unto
Abimelech took
thy brother
unto
Noah,
Abraham what name
Buz his firstborn, and
these
Buz
7 ewe lambs,
his brother,
which
and
thou
Chemith his
hast
father
set
of
by themselves.
Ishmael,
And Abraham
and
said, For
and
these
Chesed,
7 ewe
and
lambs
Hazel,
shall
and Pedith,
shalt thou
and
take of
Juleth,
thy hand,
and
and
Bethel.
they
And Bethel begat
may be in the wilderness unto me,
these
that
8.
I have digged
Micah
this well.
did bear
Wherefore
to
we
Norah,
call
Abraham's
that
brother,
place
and his
Beersheba, because
combined,
there
whose name
they
was Mineh.
swear both
She
of
bare
them.
also
Thus
Tebeth,
they
and
made a
Gadmeth,
covenant at Beersheba.
and
Then
Achmeth.
Abimelech rose up at first,
Chapter
and the chief
23 is
captain
tomorrow.
of the host,
It's
and they returned
got
unto
20
the
verses.
land
So
of
yeah.
Eunice. And
Well,
Abraham
that's pretty
planted
close.
a club in Beersheba, and called there